historic day for Palestinians. Nearly 2,000 political detainees were released from Israeli prisons, many of them after decades behind bars. The releases are part of a deal that is meant to end Israel's genocide on Gaza. Palestinian families gathered at the Ramallah Cultural Palace where they welcomed their loved ones with tears of joy.
I was sentenced to life, but now I am starting a new life. I've spent 21 years behind bars since 2004. No one can imagine how bad the conditions are in prison. Prisoners are being humiliated and abused, beaten. People outside the prisons can get treatment, they can find warmth among their families and a pillow to sleep on. The prisoners do not have any of that.
The detainees were released in exchange for 20 living Israeli captives taken into Gaza by Hamas on October 7, 2023. The vast majority of the Palestinians released, some 1,718 people, were from Gaza, jailed by Israel after the start of the war and held without trial or charge. In the occupied West Bank specifically, we had 250 Palestinians being released. More than 150 of them are being sent into exile, with 88 having come here to Ramallah. They were gathered at Israel's Ofer prison, the only Israeli prison in the occupied West Bank. Many appeared extremely weak and frail. At least 7 freed detainees were transferred to hospital in Ramallah upon release.
They broke our ribs before we were released. They treated us very badly with police dogs, beating and insults. If you make any movement, they shoot you. Thank God we have been released.
The exchange is the third since Israel's Gaza assault began. Thousands of Palestinians have been released as part of ceasefire deals back in 2023, earlier this year and now. But over the past 24 months, abuse and torture inside Israeli prisons have reached unprecedented levels, with at least 78 Palestinian prisoners being killed.
Our emotions are mixed. We are happy and we feel the joy of receiving our sons, but we remember those who were killed during this sinful genocide. We remember our heroes who are still behind bars. We hope that we extract lessons from this phase as Palestinians to continue our struggle.
Despite the joy, many on the ground are worried that upon the release of the Israeli captives, Israel might resume its horrific war on Gaza.
Let's enjoy this day because some Palestinians have been free, but I think that all the Palestinians should be free. They deserve it. So the message is, go on. We, the international, are responsible for the situation. So we have to push our government to change their policy.
While at least 9,000 Palestinians remain behind bars in Israeli prisons, residents say they are relieved that at the very least, Israel's relentless bombardment on Gaza has gone silent. Zena Tahhan, TRT World, Ramallah, occupied West Bank.